word falconry, literally the dictionary definition, means the hunting of wild prey in its natural state using a trained bird of prey. During the course of our winter, we take these big birds like the golden eagles and some of the hawks and so on, we take them up into the mountains if that's their natural territory, or maybe into woodland if that's their natural territory, and we allow them to express themselves in the way that their wild counterparts would. So they're practicing that art of falconry, using a trained bird to hunt in a natural state. Nothing's contrived, there's no game thrown out all over the place, it's entirely natural. What we are is glorified bird watchers trying to see birds of prey at the absolute peak of their ability. Then the other half of the flying part of our job is to take these birds that have got issues in the wild, or whether it's just a case of education, whether there's a problem with persecution, just take them out and educate people to try to make them understand that these things aren't cold-blooded killers. They're not going to go out and decimate the countryside or wildlife. They're there just like a lion in Africa. It's just doing what it does to make a living, making sure it can survive. Mara's a white-tailed sea eagle. White-tailed sea eagles are quite grumpy birds, really. They're fairly miserable. They're not a whole lot of fun to work with. Listen, they're spectacular. What they do is absolutely brilliant, both as a trained bird and as a wild bird. They're absolutely phenomenal. They're breathtakingly good at what they do, but they're just a bit grumpy. If you look at the DNA, they're actually much better at being a vulture than an eagle. Don't tell any fans of white-tailed sea eagles about that, because I'll probably get a bit of a kicking. But they're actually much closer related to vultures than the true eagles. When I mention the true eagles, that takes us on to the golden eagle. The one we flew today was Stanley. Most prolific in Scotland. There's actually only one bird in England and a few in Northern Ireland, subject to our introduction programme. But they are probably the apex predator, the #1 hunting bird or hunting eagle, certainly that's used in falconry. Tremendously powerful, tremendously capable of dealing with every kind of weather that the Scottish countryside can throw at it. Obviously evolved side by side with the quarry base that live here, so it's a tremendous predator in the countryside, a real iconic species to bring to people and show them that yes, it is a predator, but when we bring it in and up close, it's got no malice, it's got no reason to hurt you or anybody else. When it's out there doing its thing, it's just about survival. By focusing what we do with the golden eagles, particularly into the winter, when we've got a season that's open, that's legitimate, we can allow the bird to express itself, do what millions of years of evolution have built it and shaped it to do. So it both satisfies its mind and its ability. An eagle that's only working at 95% isn't going to make a living. To be successful, it's got to work at 100%. It doesn't need to work at 100% to take a piece of food off your gloved hand. So if we want to see that absolute explosive power, see the bird absolutely at the pinnacle of its ability, you really have got to give it the opportunity to hunt.